The 989th edition of the MMA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is picking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MMA SGPN.
Howdy ho, degenerinos. Welcome to episode 989 of the MMA Gambling Podcast of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, dedicated to Ryan Abbasi, who enjoys our Ryzen videos. So thank you, Ryan, for checking them out. And hopefully you enjoyed the Ryzen episode as well. Ryzen is it happening yet, Gumby? It's happening right about the time we're dropping this, right?
Yeah, so we're dropping this on Monday, and it's on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
we're dropping this Monday. We're going Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Saturday, Sunday, always. That's when I've been given underdog picks for.
All right, perfect. All right, maybe we're recording this in advance. Maybe we're not. I don't know what day it is. Anyhow, on a good day, I'm Spicy Paya, Jeff Fox. That is Daniel Gumby Vreeland. I promised you yesterday things are going to get better. It's been kind of depressing covering women's strawweight and flyweight. I said it'll get better. We're covering women's bantamweight, and for sure, women's bantamweight's got to be a good division, right? I like women's fighting, but every division seems to be in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, well, we've talked about this before. The lighter the weight classes, the better the fights actually are, right? So, like, I'm going to talk about some fighters today, and perhaps even include them on my list of futures to keep an eye out for that I don't believe are good. And that's
I was doing that yesterday.
Thing at heavyweight, right? Like when we get to men's heavyweight, we'll feel the same way. Again, it's like this is women's heavyweight essentially. Or at least in the UFC's terms, this is women's heavyweight. And as a result, you get the same kind of skill level. You get like 2 or 3 killers at the absolute top. And then after that, it is like, what are we doing here right now? Yeah. And there's plenty of those fighters here in this division. So it's interesting in its own way. And then in other ways, it's completely uninteresting.
We got a super fight. Which is good, which is fun. We have a returning legend coming back, which is fun. We have a couple fighters at least that are on nice little runs that could, at least one of them could rightfully claim that she's being passed over for a title fight here. So I guess there's a little bit of future here, at least in terms of booking some title fights. But then there's obviously, as we were saying yesterday, there's a chance that Valentina Shevchenko is going to move up. A lot of it depends on what happens in the all super fight.
Which we can have Valentina Shevchenko in 2 divisions here on our futures.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. Reminder, you can get access to all of our free picks and podcasts in one convenient place, the SGPN app. Download it for free in your app store. Just type in SGPN. I felt like John Anik there, just shoehorning a ad read in the middle of our conversation. It wasn't for Modelo though, or something like that. All right.
Or what was the P3 protein pack?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. That's another thing. You're right. We both picked Kayla Harris and Gumby minus 300 though. So we didn't get good money on her, but we won. We hit our first future of 2025. So congrats to us.
That's who we had last year for those listening.
Yes, that's what we had for the end of this year. Eileen Perez was my long shot. Jackie Cavalcante was your long shot. None of those were bad picks. They both are on winning streaks. So
in fact, they might both still come up today.
Yep. They're both they're both on nice runs here as well. So that is women's bantamweight. See ya. We're done. The champ, of course, is Kayla Harrison, as we said. Another as for fights booked, we do obviously the big fight booked, UFC 324, which is end of January 24th. We got Kayla Harrison, the current champ, first defense, a very tough one against former champ Amanda Nunes, who is coming out of retirement. So that is the big fight for the division that has been booked. We got Priscilla Cachoeira, Claudia Segula, doesn't matter. Montserrat Hendon, Beatrice Mosqueda, doesn't matter at this point. May matter in the future though. This fight matters. Macy Chiasson, Eileen Perez. Depending on who wins that fight, winner of that could claim next for the division. And that another old division Gumby, oldest fighter. I don't know if she's still active, but is Cupcake Misha Tate. She's 39.
Do you think she's still active?
I don't know. Let's see. I can tell you the last time
she looked bad last time too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't fought for a while. She's won once, I think, since she's come back, or twice. She's won twice out of her last 5 fights. She's only fought 5 times in the past 5 years. So yeah, she's 39. She could be done for sure here. Another division with not a heck of a lot of fighters under 20, but we do have Alice Pahea. She is 20, but she did lose her first fight though.
Yeah, she looked.
She's yeah, she did. She's a golden girl here. Not a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fighters under 30 in this division. So not a heck of a lot of young fighters. But as we always say, we don't know how women's fighter age.
Yeah, the women's aging curve is still the jury's still out.
We're learning it. We are learning it currently.
All right. Either that or Warren Murphy was just the weirdest outlier and has continued to mess with
yeah, we didn't mention any funny plays yesterday, Gumby, and funny names that were.
Well, that's because the book that we were looking at that usually has funny plays was missing that division. Remember?
Yeah, the whole division.
For some reason,
Bantamweight, there's got to be funny plays because there's no fighters at Bantamweight, so and they have way too many names on the list here. I'm looking at here. Let me see. Is there anyone who's out of the UFC on this list here?
I'm pulling it up, but you go ahead and rattle off.
Misha Tate's only plus 10,000, so they don't think she retired yet. She's not the longest of the odds here.
Okay.
At all. Longest odds is Irina Alexeva. She's one of the Rondas, right? I believe. Maybe not. No, she's not.
She's the one who just lost at flyweight. Right? Am I right about that?
Josie, I think so.
She's the one who got knocked out by Jamie Lynn Horth.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think I'm right too.
Josie Nunes, Ravina Oliveira. They're the longest of the long shots. They're at plus 100,000. The Golden Girl, Haley Cowan, is plus 70,000. I don't know if she's ever going to fight again, though, right? When's the last time we haven't seen her in a long time?
She's been away for a while. I'm trying to look at other ones that are. No, this list is short too. Priscilla Cachoeira. Melissa Mullins. She's not still in the. She's still in the UFC?
Never questioned. Is she still in the UFC? Let me see. Melissa Mullins. Is she still? Yes, she is. No mess, Melissa Mullins. She's 2-2, so they haven't cut her yet.
Okay. I just remember her losing kind of an ugly one recently.
She's only 34. Plenty of future for her. Old division.
For some reason I thought they let her go, but
I am glad that you get to go first here, though, Gumby, because it all comes down to the next fight, basically, right?
So this is the before we start, real quick, for the ladies and gentlemen wondering at home, let's talk about the way that we're going to talk about futures today, just in case you have not seen our flyweight and strawweight episode, which, by the way, you can go back and listen to in the archives. So for our futures this year, each host is going to start with $2,000. That's for all the divisions put together. So we got to parcel out our money in a way that makes sense. Make sure we don't spend too much in places early so that we have some at the end, especially because rule number 2 you see on there is that we must bet half of that money on what we consider best bets, which is odds that are less than 12-1, and half of it on long shots, which are obviously odds higher than 12-1. Okay, so 1,000 on one side, 1,000 on the other side. We also must spend money on both best bets and long shots for every single weight class. So even if it's just $1, it has to be $1 in a long shot, $1 in a best bet in every single weight class so that we're represented in every weight class. And then last but not least, that the bets are going to be seen as bonus bets so that the payout does not include the stake. That way we actually look at the odds and we're not just taking the juiciest of the juice in order to just like win by taking all of our stake back. So those are the MMA future rules as we are breaking them down for 2026.
Speaking of the juiciest of the juice, we may have to do that again this year, right? We just had the juicy Kayla Harrison. At least she's shorter this year than last year. We had her minus 300, so that's a positive because she has a tough first title defense here. But I see her at minus 200, minus 120 is the best I've seen her at. Not to give away what Gumby's play is going to be because you get to go first. So it all comes down to that first fight where we have Harrison minus 148, Nunes plus 170 for their fight at UFC 324.
All right, I'm going to skip Harrison. Okay. I'm just going to go Amanda Nunes. And the big reason for me is just like, I do think the weight cut is finally going to catch up to Harrison. Like it hasn't in the UFC, but like fighting who? Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. She, was able to manhandle her and get her out of there early, but like is she going to be able to manhandle and get Nunes out of there early? And if not, what does Kayla Harrison look like against a high level opponent 4 rounds in? Because we saw her wilt a little bit in PFL when she fought Larissa Pacheco, right? And Pacheco took a fight off of her. But like, you know, against a really high level boxer, somebody who can grapple with her a little bit, can she hang around with these like brutal weight cuts down to 35? It's probably the only reason I'm leaning to Amanda Nunes when it comes to the actual fight itself, which I haven't necessarily made a choice on. But in terms of a future bet, I don't think you can dump -120 on Kayla Harrison when there is a line where you can go shopping, go line shopping. Again, I can't remind people this enough. Go line shopping on Amanda Nunes. You can find her at 350. And like, I can't get behind a Kayla Harrison future at -120 when you can get Amanda Nunes at plus 350. Now, with that being said, I'm not going nuts in this category because I think there's also a chance that Amanda Nunes wins this and sails off into the sunset, and she is not champion on December 31st, which is, you know, again, a huge piece of this, right? We're not just talking one fight. She could go in there and blast Harrison. She could take a fight with Valentina Shevchenko at the White House after that, beat her there, and then like retire and have somebody fight for the title in December, you know, like, and then she doesn't cash anyway. Despite she beat everybody, the retirement seems imminent because it already happened once.
She's 37. She'll be turning 38 next spring.
And she's got 2 kids, and she like, and speaking of John Anik, when he like shoehorns an ad in there, did you see the John Anik overshare the last time Amanda Nunes fought, where he was talking about whose egg was doing the impression?
No, oh my god, yeah, he's the king of that, isn't he?
Yeah, he was like he was talking about how Amanda Nunes' wife was pregnant again, and he's like, and this time they used Amanda's egg, and we're like, what? Who would want to know that? What a wild thing to tell people. Anyway, that despite that roundabout talk there, I'm gonna go with Amanda Nunes $50 at plus 350.
Don't let Anik know your secrets is basically the moral of the story here, because he will spill.
Whose paternity suit was he talking about? Do you remember that one too?
He was, yes. Ilya Taporia better look out, eh?
Oh god, yeah.
Because that's even I know about that, and I'm not a gossip here at all. All right, I'm gonna be super boring here, Gumby.
You're gonna mimic me?
No, I'm not just mimicking you. I'm being really conservative. I'm going to take both the ladies in the next Harrison and Nunes. I'm going to take them both. I know usually we go back and forth, but I may as well just do them both right now. I'm taking. Do I want to spend that much money on this division? Give me 50 on each.
Okay.
Because I don't see anyone else in this division winning a belt.
You know, I agree with you, except for what happens when Nunes beats the brakes off of her. Meanwhile, Kayla Harrison's like, hey, guess what? I can't make this weight cut anymore. It's the only reason I lost. Then she goes and beats Val. Yeah. And then come December, she's like, don't want this anymore.
GSP.
You can have it back. Yeah, you can have this back. I don't need it. I'm going to go retire and play with my kids. And then we have a title fight between, and that's what we're going to talk about in the long shots after this ad read.
But if she does that, doesn't she know if you retire with the belt, then Dana White will pretend that you're not the best fighter ever to fight your division, like he does at welterweight. All of a sudden, Kamaru Usman is the greatest welterweight of all time. It's always someone different,
and the
other
number
than
one
GSP,
and the number one contender, I might add, and the number one contender.
Obviously. All right. Well, one thing I'm sure even Dana White agrees on is Chalkx. We just partnered up with Chalkx, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of markets and sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props like first touchdowns. Besides sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment. Hell, they even have weather. Chalkx, you can trade anything. Check out Gumby's weekly articles on Chalkx at sportsgamblingpodcast.com. He'll give you some ideas on what you can trade there. Go check for yourself. New Chalkx customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. So that's Chalkx, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick-em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog has you covered this holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. Gumby's got to play for you right now.
Sure, we got the Hornets and the Bucks on tonight, which is Monday, and I'm going to take Moussa Diabate's rebounds, higher than. The guy, since the front court of the Charlotte Hornets has been banged up, he has been pulling down on average 15.3 rebounds per game. I think Kalkbrenner might be coming back for this one. The jury is still out at the current moment, but even if he's back, when he's pulling down that many boards, you got to keep him in there. So let Diabate cook, and we'll take the higher than on his rebounds.
All right, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our code MMASGPN. All right, Gumby left you with a cliffhanger. You got future plays. You actually see someone else winning a belt in this division.
I mean, just like so. Cute little graphic at the bottom, but yeah, we talked about path to victory for all of our other divisions, right? The path to victory in this one is very, 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 very simple. It is wait until the two people who are at the top don't want to fight. And then fight for the vacant belt in December, much the same way as like basically what Mackenzie Dern did in 2025, right? Like she waited until Whaley was out of the way. She beat the rightful number one contender in Tatiana Suarez, moved her out of the way for her, let Mackenzie Dern slide right in there, fight for the belt, win it, leave the division, or leave the year rather holding the belt. And like, I could see a similar thing. You know, I just drew up that plan multiple times. You could see Nunes win, have a legacy fight in the middle of the year and still not be the champ at the end because she doesn't want to be. And Kayla Harrison might not feel like cutting weight. So then like the obvious question is like, who the hell else then? With these long shot odds. And when you look like some of the ones you might want that you would call quote unquote long shots aren't, right? Like you can't get Norma Dumont in the long shot category, right? Because she's only 6.5 to 1.
And she is a long shot though. Like she deserves a title shot, but I don't see her beating either Harrison or Noon. So
but she might be like the most logical next one. And so like I would never put her in, I would never waste money in the best bat category on her. But she might be the likely person in this like long shot scenario I'm drawing up. We just can't bet her in the long shot category. Rocky Pennington seems like that's kind of passed. Even though she got screwed.
Does she even fight anymore?
She does, but she got screwed in that Juliana Pena fight. She should have been the champ that, you know, Kayla Harrison beat, and she wasn't. Wouldn't touch Pena. Ketlin Vieira isn't high enough that we could take her. Macy Chiasson isn't high enough that we could take her. Like you got to kind of go down the list to find people. So you're first in long shots though. I would be remiss if I did not cede control of the board to you.
I was going to take, I would like to take Valentina Shevchenko, but she's the only plus 700 best I see her. So
I couldn't find her better than that.
Eileen Perez, I guess. She's on a win streak and she's got a personality, and I see her at plus 4,000. Is that the best you see her?
Yeah, I see her at 40 to 1 because she was gonna be my first pick.
There you go.
Well, how much do you want on her?
Give me $50 on her. Because a lot of things have to fall in place for that to happen. But she has won 5 straight fights, and she is a former Samurai Fight House champion.
She'd be the first to complete the Grand Slam there with Samurai Fight House.
The Grand Slam, that's what they call it, the MMA Grand Slam.
Yeah, I'm only gonna take 30 on her. Same reason, win streak. If all of those things did happen, and maybe she goes and beats, maybe she beats Norma Dumont. She's been chasing her. She posts a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram about like who's got a better rear end in trying to call out Norma Dumont for like, I think there was one that had the title booty battle on it.
You think, do you?
I'm pretty sure. But yeah.
Oh, so you're going to tell us who got the best one? Oh, no, I thought you said, I'm pretty sure.
No, but like Aileen Perez could win that. And I don't know who wins the other thing, but she could win that fight. I'm sure our Discord will weigh in. But
yeah, exactly. I was gonna tell them to weigh in, but I don't have to.
They will. They're on it. They know the assignment.
First of all, you see Perez beating Chiasson, obviously. Macy Chiasson.
Yeah, but that's like the perfect fight she would need, right? Is she would need to beat Macy Chiasson, have all of those other fighters kind of like fall out of the division, maybe beat a Norma Dumont in a garbage vacant title fight in November. And at 40 to 1, you could probably do worse than that, right? So I got 30 on her there. Do you have any more, or is this you throwing in the towel, having only mentioned Aileen Perez?
This is me telling you about Novig is what it's going to be.
Oh, okay. Hang on 1 second. Let me throw that graphic up.
I don't know if I want anyone else. Novig. We're brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices. They have a reduced juice. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Rhythm, RITHMM. Rhythm has crushed NFL this season. They've been especially good on props. They've been really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. College basketball is up and running, and with 300 plus schools, Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night. It pairs nicely with the college experience shows on our network with Matt, Colby, and Noah. That way, every game you are prepared. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with the sliders. With so many sports and the holidays, this makes it easy to get an elite prediction on a game. That way, you can focus on other sports and other degenerate pastimes. Gumby, give us a play.
We got the Rams and the Falcons on Monday Night Football tonight. I'll take the Rams laying 7.5. They're rolling. They're playing for seeding right now. The Falcons aren't playing for anything. So I'll take the team that's got something at stake, and I think they cover the points.
All right. Remember, promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm, RITHMM, and use promo code SGPN25. That way I can bail on this episode whenever I want. Now, the ad reads are out of the way. If it gets far too dark and depressing, I can be like, okay, we're done.
Can I tell you an odd that I don't like and couldn't figure out why it's where it is? All right. So if you're not looking at the odds right now, brace yourself for this one. Jocelyn Edwards, who I typically am not very high on, don't particularly think she. What do you think her odds are?
Obviously not. Well, she's 7-4, so that's good. But is she good? That's the question. Probably not as high as they should be. It should be like plus 4,000 at the very least.
It's plus 3,000. I thought it should. Yeah. I thought it should be 50 or 60, but.
Oh, she's won 3 straight fights. So there you go. Weak division.
She really won 3 straight fights?
No. Yeah, she has. She has. Fighters on win streaks. We got Norma Dumont. She's on a good run here. 1, 2, 3.
Wait. Were you done with your long shots too? Before we.
I don't want anyone else.
All right, I'm gonna throw two. I'm gonna throw 2 more on there then.
2 more. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna throw a couple of quick little flyers here. A couple of.
Okay.
Not getting too deep, but a couple of just in case.
Hey, waste your money. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take just $10 on Jackie Cavalcante. Because again, if we do in fact get the division exodus, as I kind of think we might possibly get, leaving something up for grabs. She's a fun striker. She's got some potential. So I'll take $10 on Jackie Cavalcante, 15-1 right now. And then I'm gonna go with another $10 on a 15-1. I'm gonna take 10 on Bia Mesquita. She's 15-1 too. Basically every single reason I said about Jackie Cavalcante, except for grappling instead of kickboxing. She's like a better wrestling version of Mackenzie Dern up at a division that doesn't have as good of fighters. So like if we do have a whole bunch of people vacating, like I do think she could surprise so many people by just like, turning things into a messy grappling match. So 10 on Cavalcante, 10 on Bia Mesquita.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. That's one of the people I was going to ask about. Bia Mesquita. She's 34 already. Only has 1 fight in the UFC, but she's got the BJJ obviously experience. And a weak division. Yeah. Weak division. She's already got a fight booked. Monster at Hendon, which she's going to destroy probably March 14th. So it's whether or not she gets into a title fight this year. But I can see with her age and her past experiences, I can see her getting rushed up into a title fight, right?
Yeah. Well, and again, like, is 34 old at women's bantamweight?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I don't even know. Maybe it is.
Current champ's 35. Current champ's 35. The next challenger's almost 38. Juliana Pena, who just had the belt, 36.
Don't talk about her. We don't need it.
Rocky Pennington's 37. So yeah, it's definitely an older.
So she might have 2 or 3 years to get up there, and like maybe that's. I think in the past you've asked me like who's somebody you would buy stock. I'd buy stock in Bia Mesquita. Especially if she
can ask you that.
Game. Yeah, I mean, like those two $10 plays at the end are really maybe. Those are maybe my stock plays. Like those probably are better 2027 plays or 2028 plays than they are 2026 plays. But you know, again, like sometimes people just get accelerated by the circumstance, which I think Bantamweight is sort of primed for this year.
Yep, for sure. Anything else you want to talk about in this amazing division? Or are you ready to
No, do you want me to? I'm gonna load up the recap graphic and then just talk for a second, because usually I pause when the video.
Yes. I will tell everyone how much we've spent thus far. I have spent $325. We're spending, as Gumby said, $1,000 for each. So I spent $325 on my locks, we'll say, and I spent $225 on my long shots. Gumby $300 on his locks, $235 on his long shots. So we're basically both right around the same range as for money spent. I'm just hoping to have some left when we get to either have too much or not enough money left when we get to heavyweight. So
you're gonna get to heavyweight and just have thousands of dollars to throw on Walter Walker.
Yes. Oh God. We can always.
We're gonna talk about Walter Walker, right? Like that's coming.
Of course.
All right. Yeah. So the recap graphic is just to the left of our heads now. If you're looking at us on YouTube, so you can see all of our strawweight, flyweight, and bantamweight plays for the ladies division, and I'll start cooking up a graphic that we can use for some of the future episodes, so that you can get a quick recap right at the end of these, and sort of orientate yourself. And if you'd like to hear a little bit more about how we came to some of these plays, made some of these decisions, you should definitely go back and listen to those episodes.
We should make it so it's that the screen is locked until the person has watched the other episodes, and then it unlocks.
Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to?
No, I don't, but someone does. There's smart people out there. All right. Enough for the women's. I like women's fighting, but I don't know. These divisions aren't very good for some reason. So bring back atomweight. Bring in atomweight. Then we can have another division that's not good. All right.
Atomweight's good. They would have a good
It is good.
Division.
Hopefully it would be.
Hopefully we're about to watch Sika Izawa just like decimate somebody again.
Yep. New Year's Eve. Well, early New Year's Eve. We can watch it. Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Ryzen is on. All right, we'll be talking about that in the Discord and a bunch of other stuff as well. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord, YouTube MMA Gambling Podcast, Twitter SGPN MMA, at Gumby Vreeland, at Jeff Fox Writer, Instagram, moneymma.substack.com is my Substack. Gumby has Top Turtle MMA. Quiet this week. LFA fighters on it coming next week, and he's got a full archive for you to check out with great interviews. And of course, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/store, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Patreon for some bonus content. See, I am bailing on it quickly, like I said. What should the nicknames be this time? I don't have the nicknames in front of me. I'll be Fiona Fox. You can be, what would your good nickname for you be? Cupcake Vreeland, of course. And we will talk to you tomorrow.